Nikki automatically has it. Alexa Bliss doesn't. Oh man. Oh, that's nasty. The
This should be interesting, guys, as 6 of WWE's top names square off here.
My bad, bro. My bad. I didn't mean to.
Beautiful technique.
So we're not allowed to go in the ring like that?
Bulldog! Ooh, what impact. Oh, look at it.
oh, Bliss is gonna get fucked up.
Lita looking to get to the top rope. Drop kick right on point. Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick. Oh,
Don't
man.
fucking run at me,
Nasty
piece of shit.
STO. Alexa Bliss looking stymied. She's got two very capable partners in her corner. Now might be a good time to bring one of them in. Her opponent clearly wants to prove a point tonight. And you know what? I think it's working. What a strike. Right on the mark.
Yo, Nikki's pissed as fuck.
Thanks to Raw
pissed.
General Manager Kurt Angle in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys joined forces with the Lunatic
Do
Fringe
it
Dean
again.
Ambrose. The
You
exciting
stupid
trio
fuck.
took on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz. Truth be told, both Miz and Ambrose blended in with their impromptu tag team partners pretty well. Running STO plants him. Nicely done. Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the Daredevil Hardy Boys. I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that six-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote. Something that is always important in a six-man match is having the ability to perform double-team moves. One of the things that successful six-man teams try and execute are double-team moves. At the cover, great officiating as the ref noticed she was on the ropes. A slap. Teamwork is always
Fuck, man.
Six-man tag match. Superstars want to be able to have a level of teamwork where two members of the trio perform a double team move, and the third member follows that up with a move so their opponent is really down for the count. The key is to deliver the maximum amount of punishment to your opponent in the least amount of time. You have until the referee's count of 5. It's not like you have all day in the ring, but if your team of 3 can deliver that type of offense, your trio will be in good shape.
You glitched me to the... It glitched me to the ground.
What are we going to see here? Look at the power. Oh, what a slam that hurt. Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. Two teams of 3 compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulations can be added like no disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls, elimination, falls count anywhere.
This fucking bitch is in the way.
matches can also be held in a caged environment.
Six-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of the faction. The three superstars will align because of a common interest. The most crucial aspect to a six-man tag team being successful is that trio's ability to act as one cohesive unit. Three individuals working collectively at all times.
So much can take place during a six-man tag match. Regardless of what type of match the teams of three are competing in, the members of that team must be on the same page. Oftentimes, the teams who have the best continuity are the most successful.
Forearm to the face!
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Well, Peyton Royce's career is just getting started, guys. I'd say she has already accomplished a great deal, including being named the 2016 NXT Breakout Star of the Year alongside Billie Kay.
And no luck against Nia Jax there.
Oh, big-time slam. Vicious.
That NXT Breakout Star of the Year award Michael brings up is something for Peyton to be proud of, especially when you look at who she and Billie Kay beat to take home the hardware.
Why is this person keep joining and then say shit and then leave?
Andrade Cien Almas, but in the end, it was the iconic duo.
Oh, they got the same technique.
We're looking at complete domination here. Look at this. Oh, goodness.
Jam your leg in a bad way.
Oh, come on. How can this be legal?
This could lead to a disqualification quick. Alexa's just plain scary when she gets going like this.
Here she goes. Back in the ring now. Scoop slam.
You can't keep a good woman down, and Lita is an incredibly good woman.
Alexa Bliss has taken on a lot of damage. I'm not sure how much more she can take. This six-man match may have taken it all out of her.
That's over at this point.
This match is clearly going to end sooner rather than later, and unfortunately for her, she's not going to like the result.
Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels.
There are instances when a six-man tag match will feature a team where superstars have not always seen eye to eye, or are in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone on the team must step up and be the voice of reason so the trio can function as a cohesive unit.
Oh, man, inverted
Why is it having fucking, oh my lord.
Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels. Corey, earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of a six-man team have differences or had differences in the past. If the team can't find a way to get on the same page, they will not last very long. Someone on the team has to step up and make sure for at least that match, everyone on the team can work together.
That's easier said than done. Just because superstars might be favorites of the WWE Universe or have a common enemy, that doesn't mean they'll get along. It also doesn't mean that any past issues will magically go away.
It's the same shit,
people have
dummy.
long memories, so if someone sees an issue on their team,
she might have it. Nia Jax, the irresistible forces in action here. As her name implies, she's a tough competitor to overcome. Any ideas of how an opponent can prepare for Nia?
Whoa, impressive. You could say that again. I never thought you'd break free from that one.
I don't think it's wise for Lita to take her mind off her opponent like this. I don't think it's wise for Lita to take her mind off her opponent like this. Going back to the discussion of submission holds succeeding against Nia Jax, Bayley used a sleeper hold to retain the NXT Women's Championship. And Asuka locked in an armbar for 2 whole minutes to beat Nia on Raw. And then there's Ronda Rousey, who's skillful. Shayna Baszler making her move.
Alexa Bliss has never been shy about expressing herself. This one's over. That's what makes her so dangerous.
What a sidewalk slam.
He is finished.
If you ask a member of the WWE Universe about the four
bad,
horsewomen,
bro.
they'll
I was
likely
trying to
refer
get
to the
Becky to the
quartet
ring.
of Charlotte, Bayley, Sasha
I'm
Banks,
good.
and Becky Lynch. However, there's another group that lays claim to that moniker, and it includes Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
She's looking on the mark. That has got to be it.
Nikki Bella may have just ended this, fellas.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron. The two of you brought up the collision between WWE's and MMA's four horsewomen, courtesy of Shayna Baszler. In the time since that showdown, Ronda Rousey has joined WWE, while the other two MMA horsewomen have begun NXT training. Guys, that showdown looms ever
Please go
closer.
back to your
I, for one, cannot wait. Not only because we'll see some of the best MMA and WWE competitors.
Shayna Baszler
So
making her
sorry.
move. She's got her.
So sorry, Daddy.
Nasty impact.
This one's over, guys.
All that's left now
So
for
sorry,
Shayna
Daddy.
Baszler is to finish this.
There are times during a
Oh my
six-man
God.
tag match where the
So sorry,
hostility
Daddy.
between two teams overflows. The result is
Say it.
complete chaos, and all six
Over and
superstars
over again.
duke it out
Say it.
inside, and many times outside the ring. It's
She gets out of it.
She has
Say
new
it.
life now, Michael. Wade is in serious trouble. Is
Say-
there anything
say
that can
sorry,
be done
Daddy.
to get back to being
Sorry.
a threat? You've got two partners in her corner itching to get in there, guys.
At this point, you have to wonder if her partners are starting to regret teaming up with her.
Oh my
Just saying.
God.
Oh my
You talked about the
God.
moment in six-man tag matches when all semblance of order breaks down. Many times the two teams are so determined to tear each other apart that they don't pay attention. Shayna Baszler making her move.
Oh, man, by the hair.
Oh, he wants to keep going.
That should
He
do it.
wants to
All
keep
that's left,
going.
and Shayna
Okay.
Baszler tries the early cover.
You're listen.
Please go back to the turnbuckle and hit
So
a
sorry.
spot.
So sorry, Daddy.
Hard landing there.
Nothing to worry about. Just a little misstep on
You're
her.
still gonna get your ass
Nia
hit.
Jax is the most powerful woman in WWE, and we've seen her dominate opponents
Oh my-
without breaking a sweat. Guys,
Stop
how do
touching
you
me.
prepare for the irresistible force?
Nia Jax is one of the most dominant competitors from a physical
He's
perspective.
learning a lesson.
She has the right mindset. Nobody can compete with the
Yes.
irresistible force. Your best bet is to play the mental game with Donna.
You sorry?
Yes.
Then get the fuck out of here.
Talking some more about strategy against Nia Jax. Kohina clutch! Kohina clutch! Byron, he's got the sleeper locked in. The sleeper hold is locked in.
This could be it. He's back in full control now. Oh, man, Nia Jax doesn't even know where she is.
Nope, she releases it.
Well, that decision may very well come back to haunt her, Cole.
We're not allowed
Takes
to
her-
break our,
she's
we're
clearly
not allowed
not
to break
getting
our
paid by the
teammates'
hour.
stuff up.
Shayna Baszler is probably the biggest bully in all WWE. She's tough, but her
Oh
intimidation
my God, what a bum.
before the match even starts. Corey, how should a competitor approach Baszler?
Everyone who's seen even a modest amount of success against Baszler has done so by kind of building a weird immunity to her mind games. Ember Moon lives in the darkness. Kairi Sane thinks she's a pirate. And Nikki Cross, well, she's Nikki Cross.
Bro, get into the ring.
Corey may have hit the nail on the head about strategy concerning Shayna Baszler. To avoid being intimidated, you need to be a little insane, because once you learn what the submission magician is capable of, fear is going to set in.
That's easier said than done, Michael. If you're of the right mind, you're well aware that Baszler will deliver the pain unlike any other NXT performer.
God,
In that
that's
case,
worse. I
you
know
need to
this
embrace
is-
the
this is
power
so
of
bad.
denial.
I have no aversion, just keep punching you. It's so good.
Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. One more time.
When you talk
One
about
more
great
time.
rookie years,
One
Shayna
more
Baszler's
time.
first
One
year
more
in NXT
time.
has to be in the conversation. She got more done in 3 months than most competitors do in 3 years. Nailed it.
Are you just kidding me?
Michael mentioned Shayna Baszler's first year in NXT. Consider the fact that her first match was in January of 2018. By the end of the month, she was competing at NXT TakeOver.
But you won't be getting any high fives anytime soon. Ben and Jerry, Ben and Jerry.
Oh, what impact.
Lita in a very precarious position, guys.
What is this dude doing?
That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas.
Bro, can you fight back? Can you do a dunk
the playing possum strategy Corey touched on. I may agree that Lita's greatest
Bro,
strength
can
can be
you
turned
fight back?
against her.
Can
Jose
you
Lita has
dunk
shown a
it?
tendency to crash and burn Byron.
As you already
Can
said,
you
Michael,
dunk it?
Lita does carry that lucha libre style of being a daredevil. The best counter I've seen against that style is simple. Just move out of the way.
Man, what a slam. Ooh, what impact.
Is Alexa Bliss still on the ground?
Oh, and she gets out of the way.
Oh, yeah, that one not proper.
Shayna Baszler is no stranger to championships, having amassed titles in independent promotions and in MMA. However, the biggest jewel on the Queen of Spades crown was earned at NXT TakeOver New Orleans.
Michael, on that night, Baszler was determined to right one of the few wrongs in her.
She goes for the cover. One! Shayna Baszler, no problem getting out.
She powered out there, Michael.
Going back to that night that Shayna Baszler became NXT Women's Champion, I think it's pretty telling that Ember Moon didn't ask for a rematch. Ember Moon, a woman who embraces a gothic lifestyle, was scared to fight the submission magician again.
Well, who wouldn't be scared after seeing Baszler ram her own dislocated shoulder into the ring post that night? Baszler wasn't a magician that night. She was a maniac.
Beautiful technique.
Look at her go.
In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle at the Wyatt family compound. New Day accepted, but what followed was something no one expected or will ever be able to forgive.
This is not where you want to be.
And Nikki is fearless as ever right here.
Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier you talked about one that caught the attention of the entire sports entertainment world. The New Day fought for survival amongst the darkness of the Wyatt family compound in a battle where pickaxes and cinder blocks were used as weapons and automobiles were used as battering rams.
The New Day versus the Wyatts at the Wyatt family compound was not your traditional six-man tag match, but it showed what can happen when issues between factions can't be resolved through a sanctioned WWE match. I'll tell you what, none of the men who fought in that conflict will ever be the same.
Get on the apron. Get on the apron. Get on the apron.
She's almost out of it.
Get on the apron.
I don't know how she did it. That was impressive.
There's no DQ. There's no DQ there.
Various types of six-man teams that have been successful. There are family trios like the Guerreros, the Grahams, the Andersons, and the Von Erichs. There have been members of factions who have also produced tremendous six-man teams, like the Fabulous Freebirds, the Four Horsemen, the NWO, and D-Generation X.
Oh, I thought it was.
Harsh impact. Byron, you mentioned some families and groups that created incredible six-man teams. Talking more about factions, don't forget about the likes of the Hart Foundation, Evolution, the Wyatt family, the Shield, and the New Day. These are only some of the trios who had unbelievable matches against a variety of adversaries.
If we're talking about three-man teams, I need to shout out one of the baddest trios of all time who held the World Six-Man Championship on a number of occasions. I'm talking about the American. She goes for the cover.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Digging deep for a kick out.
She's not done yet.
Whack.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
When a superstar is in a six-man match, one of
Bimbo.
the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too much when you have other members of your team out there.
This could end it in a hurry. Oh, plants her.
Now, she just needs to finish her off.
Hoping to end it here. This is it.
You suck. You can't even count on your own teammate. You can't even count on your own teammate. You suck.
You can't tell me anything.
He's calling her out.
One more shot and she's done.
And Shayna Baszler evades that
Go
one.
back to your corner. Go back to your
And
corner.
Shayna Baszler evades that one.
She is on
Thank you,
fire.
Ramadan. Chegaste with the signature.
I bet you feel foolish writing her off now.
Shayna Baszler
Damn.
making her move.
Hit her body's
Just submit
fuchsia.
me, please. Just
I don't think
submit
this is
me. I'm
gonna
not
do it.
even like...
Fuchsia.
That'll hinder your modeling
You
career.
made his body
And
fuchsia.
that one takes her down. Turn out the lights, Cole. This
Oh
one's
my
over.
god.
How you turn this body into fuchsia?
Side Russian leg sweep.
Oh, perfect form.
You suck.
Big time slam. Vicious.
He's
Beautiful technique.
Oh my.
She drops hard.
you're a
Pretty
dumbass.
good for her now.
Vertical suplex. Nice. Whack.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Oh, shows no mercy.
In that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Oh, shows no mercy.
In that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
It wasn't his fault.
There's no denying that all six of these superstars brought it here tonight.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Again with this? Nope. He fucked up.
Lagging so bad.
The leg is
Look at
alive.
her go.
Oh my god.
Look at Alexa Bliss. She's feeling it.
Lagging so bad.
She's able to get out of the way there.
Decent.
She's not looking good here, guys. Man, she's got to get herself together here.
You want to commit a tag?
Both sides looking a little ragged right now, guys.
If you look at this match, we may have reached a critical turning point here. Nikki Bella needs to figure out a way to regain the advantage, and fast. Now in full control. Nikki's in trouble.
This is not going to end well for Nikki Bella.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Look out here. Momentum clearly in her corner. Oh, what impact.
That's how you put an exclamation point.
Will it be? 2, 3. Shayna Baszler making her
two
I didn't try and
eliminations.
kick out. I didn't even try and kick out.
Here we go.
No, but I'm not
Clothesline.
wasting my time
Forcefully
finishing
delivered.
bombs. No, I'm not
And
calling
it's
you
Nikki
bombs because you're
Bella
good or
showing
bad at
some
the
agility.
game. You're amazing at the game. I already know it. I never called you
She's in
trash.
full control now. Look at the look
I
in her
never
eyes.
just told
I'm
you
just gonna
trash.
pissed right now that I lost.
Oh, you mad?
You're freaking amazing at the game. I already know that. I've known you guys are amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Things are not looking very good right now. Gonna have to find a way to regroup.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
She's in control. She dodges that one. Suplex.
Can you just pin her already, please?
Shut the fuck up.
An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the
Rack
end here.
attack.
And it's Alexa Bliss with the reversal. This is going to be bad for Nikki Bella.
Now with complete control.
Oh no, Alexa Bliss just got outclassed. Alexa Bliss is under some heavy assault.
She's got her.
She can't take much more of this.
Running clothesline.
Damn, that's all you got?
What a forearm.
So he just bullshitted heavy right there.
Oh no, this isn't going to end well. Oh, the knee just being torn apart now.
I'm gonna beat the ever-loving shit out of you.
Oh, nasty impact.
And it's Nikki Bella showing some agility. Alexa's just plain scary when she gets going like this. Russian leg sweep.
Striking blow. Oh, talk about getting
That's what you get for
Yeah, she's
bullshitting.
going to be feeling that one for a while.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eating their way into the action.
Oh, man, inverted backbreaker.
Ow! Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise.
And it's Nikki Bella showing
Who
some
the fuck is
agility.
button mashing?
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Quick thinking to avoid that one. She's looking at it.
Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
1, 2. Too close for comfort.
Yeah, and that's just proof of how tough Nikki Bella really is.
Thunderous slam.
She
she's starting to take a beating. And the confidence she came into this 6 women's tag team match seems to be fading a bit.
Yeah, but we all know that she can dish it out just as well as she can take it. And with that in mind, I wouldn't be surprised to see her.
Ooh, what impact. That's it. That's what she needed. And a pin attempt. 1, 2, 3.
Has been eliminated.
You got a lag pin, you stupid son of a bitch.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now. Caught. Just a step quicker, it looks like. Kohina clutch! Kohina clutch! Oh, going right after the neck. Bliss is out of it, guys.
That'll leave you gasping for air, that's for sure.
Alexa Bliss has been eliminated.
6-man tag team matches have been a staple of
What a 6-man tag match.
With lag, you're proud of that?